Here we go. Okay, so hi guys. Actually, most of you have probably not met me in person, but I'm Lloyd, and I have been running all the parties. So we have actually potentially 4 hosts on tonight, I think. So Christine and Lisa and Kristen and Fanula are all virtually partying with me this week, and you guys are rock stars. You guys are doing awesome. Everyone's having a great time. So thank you guys for participating, all the guests, all that kind of fun. I love it. I've had to kind of switch gears. I am a live party gal by nature. I like to come to your house and cook on your island and chat with your friends, and you know, that's sort of
what are you doing?
how I've been doing this for 15 years. But now we're here. So you guys are now live in my kitchen. So tonight we're actually gonna do a couple things. We're gonna do a risotto in the quick cooker. I know some of you have a pressure cooker already. Some of you have a pressure cooker, but you haven't been using it. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm actually gonna do just a quick little thing in the air fryer so you guys can see both of those tools. So a couple logistical things you want to, if you have background noise like a dog or kids or crazy, just hit mute. If you look at the bottom, there should be a chat. So if you have a question and you type in the chat to everyone, it will pop up, and I'll see it. I can either answer it verbally, or if somebody knows the answer, there's a lot of seasoned Pampered Chef people on here, then they can answer it as well. So I always start my parties off with the wine opener. So we're gonna do a little wine in our risotto. So I'm gonna show you guys this. So this is our electric wine opener. So if you have this, shout out, give me a thumbs up, whatever works. Works great. The way it works is you're gonna hold the bottom button down and work super fast. This is great in the quarantine. And then when you're done, you're gonna go like this, and it releases the cork. So easy peasy. One of the things I love about it is if you have arthritis, you can still open wine. It has a USB charger, and it opens about 60, 65 bottles before you have to charge it up again, which is fantastic. So awesome. So who has a pressure cooker? Just comment below. If it doesn't have to be Pampered Chef. It can be any kind of pressure cooker.
I do.
I know some of you guys have one. I'm actually going to turn the volume up so I can hear you. All right, that's better. So this is our pressure cooker. The old-fashioned one on the stove. Yes, that's a little scary, Joanne. So we're gonna use ours tonight to make risotto. Risotto is actually one of my favorite things to make in the pressure cooker because you can just put it all in and then forget about it. I love risotto, but I do not love the work for risotto. So I'm gonna put my lid. So in ours, we're actually gonna do onions, a little garlic, and some red pepper, and we're gonna throw that all in. So we're actually gonna use the manual food processor. Does anybody have this? This is awesome, again, for chopping up onions, doing salsa. I do it a lot if I'm making stuffed mushrooms, things like that. So I'm gonna put my onion in here, and I am going to pop that. that go. And then I'm actually gonna get my pepper ready. So we're gonna add red pepper, onion. If you are in the market for, if you're cooking a lot now and you do not have a good knife, you probably should add one to your wish list, or consider inviting me into your virtual kitchen, because I find it makes even if you hate to cook, if you have a really good knife, your life is so much easier. So these are our forged cutlery knives. They have a lifetime warranty. So I'm gonna just cut the top off here. I'm gonna pop this guy into my processor also. And one of my fun little gadget guys that I love, oh, here's my trash bowl. I need my little Rachel Ray trash bowl, is the scoop loop. So if you have this, you probably use it for, so share what you can, in the chat, what you might use it for. We're gonna use it right now for a pepper. So you just kind of scoop on the inside here, and it's gonna scrape this whole thing out. And you can see my pepper is empty. And my pepper is black on the bottom. That piece is going right in my trash bowl. And then I'm gonna add this to my manual food processor too. So other things I use for is avocado. Yes, Christine. I shouldn't have spoke too fast. All right, so first thing we're gonna do with the pressure cooker is we're actually gonna set this to sear so that I already have a little bit of oil in here. We're gonna saute our vegetables a little bit before we get started. Kristen, it is called the Scoop Loop. I think it's around $10, $5, around that price point, but it's called the Scoop Loop. Also great for, my other favorite thing is spaghetti. All right, so manual food processor, so you put this guy right here. Give it a go. Look at that. And then we're gonna grab this, and I'm gonna put this right into my pressure cooker pot. So my oil is just heating up. I just have like a tablespoon, teaspoon, a little bit of olive oil going on. Oh, I forgot one thing. I have my son grab that for me. The guy right here. So the nice thing about this is if you have it, this is the bottom, you can pop right in your dishwasher, and then this, you just wash the top by hand. We're gonna use the garlic press with our biscuits in the air fryer, but I posted the garlic peeler and slicer on the party earlier this week, and I actually wanted to show this to you guys because this is actually one of my favorite garlic things. So they come as a set. This looks like a little cannoli. Pop your cloves in here. A little feedback. And then you just give it a go like that. And it's going to, who's that?
My daughter, Alexandria.
I was gonna say, it sounds like someone's vacuuming.
Oh, no, she's just talking.
Oh,
She just joined the party.
oh, she just joined the party. Awesome. We
Hi,
love
people.
just joiners. Awesome. Okay, can join the party anytime. All right, so I'm gonna put this clove in, sorry. kind of a picky clove. Oh, perfect. So the garlic slicer looks like this. So it looks like a pencil sharpener. So you put this guy in, and then the blades at the bottom cut your garlic super, super thin. So you can't really, let's show you so you can kind of see how thin, because this like impresses me to no end. So this is how thin your garlic is gonna get. It's like
that.
pretty awesome. So if you use garlic a lot, when you crush it, it is almost like bitter and savory, but when you slice it and saute it, it caramelizes. So it just takes on a different flavor. So sometimes you want to slice it and sometimes you want to use pressed garlic. So besides garlic, because I'm a big proponent of, the only tool I think I have that is one use is the pineapple butcher, because really it only cuts pineapple. But I like to do multiple uses. So in addition to garlic, what else do you guys think you could use it for besides?
Ginger.
What did you say?
Ginger.
Ginger, love that, yes. Definitely ginger. Couple other things. Think sweet.
Chocolate.
Chocolate, for sure. If you're doing like on top of a, like a nice dessert, you just put some hard semi-sweet chocolate in there and give it a nice little shade. All right, so these are sauteing up nice. So I did my pepper, my onion, my garlic, and then that's just gonna brown a little bit. The other thing I'm adding to my risotto is I'm actually doing butternut squash. So I had half butternut squash left. This is a quarantine. I'm like cooking like my grandmother. Nothing is wasted. So I'm gonna throw this in. That's the one of the good things that have come out of this. I waste so much less. I don't know about you guys, but I find I'm trying really hard not to waste anything. So I forgot to grab my chicken. I'm all set up. I forgot to grab my chicken broth. So I'm gonna disappear for like 5 seconds. My chicken broth is in the basement.
Hi, Michelle.
Here we go.
I'm back.
So you guys can chat it up. All right. So we got that going on. We got our rice. So once that sautés up a little, we're going to add 1.5 cups of arborio rice. I was so excited when I scored this in the store. I could not find this. I'll probably never find it again. I was like, oh, I really want to make risotto. So I'm going to add that in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt just to taste. And then my recipe says 3.5 cups of broth and 1/2 cup of wine. I opened the wine, so.
Should be 3 cups of wine, 1/2 cup of broth.
I know, right? Well, I think I prefer to drink the wine when I'm eating the risotto
I had
later.
to sign back in.
So I don't know if anybody has these. These are awesome. These are our silicone pretzels. So they're nice because they're silicone, so you can use, they pour really easily and just kind of give a squish. And then the other thing that they do is I use them to melt like butter or chocolate. I also use them for batter, like if I have extra batter or something like that. I'll throw it in there and then you just put the lid on so it stores really nicely in your refrigerator. So because they're silicone, you can use them in the microwave, in the dishwasher. They don't get real, you can wash them right in the dishwasher. They don't get super hot, things like that. All right, so we're adding that. And then I'm gonna add some mushrooms. You guys laughing at me?
No, my dog just made a lot of noise.
Oh, well, we didn't hear him. That's okay. So, and then the recipe that I am adopting this from, I'm actually going to add a little bit of our all-purpose dill. You know, some of you on the party have purchased some seasonings. There's so many. It's a great way to add flavors. My favorite is the chili lime. They just brought it back March 1st, so I was super excited. So I'm going to add a little bit of our dill seasoning to this. And then I'm just going to take this out and show you guys what it looks like. So all my stuff is in here.
Yum.
And then what I'm going to do is, so with your pressure cooker, now I'm going to find my lid. So the nice thing about the Pampered Chef pressure cooker is it has a couple additional safety features that they put into place to make life even easier. I'm just moving this so you guys can see. Is the handles are right on the bottom, so it's easy to lift. This stays cool to touch.
I got a request from a follower.
We're gonna leave the steam button is right here, so we wanna make sure this is flush. And then I'm just gonna turn this so you guys can see the settings a little bit. And we're actually gonna cancel, because I just had it on sear. So I'm actually gonna set it to rice. And my recipe told me to change the cook time to 5 minutes. So this is set to 4, so I'm just gonna adjust it to 5, and I'm gonna hit start. Now that 5 minutes will not, it'll take longer than 5 minutes because it's gonna take probably about 12 to 15 minutes for the pressure cooker to actually come to pressure. And then once it comes to pressure, it'll cook. And then what we'll do is when this is done, we're gonna add some spinach. That you don't need to put in ahead of time because at the end it's just gonna wilt down. And then we're gonna add a little grated Parmesan cheese, and that's it. It's gonna be delicious. Sorry you guys can't be with me to taste it. I wish we could like have that fourth sense virtually, that you guys could taste everything. That would be awesome. All right. So that is that. So the next thing we're actually going to do is we are going to use our air fryer. We're actually going to use our garlic press. We're going to make little biscuits right in the air fryer. So I think at least 2 of our hosts are hosting to get this magical air fryer that we have. I know Christine and Kristen both are excited about the air fryer. And now you can only get it as a host right now. So this is like kind of insane. So I'm so excited you guys got in on that time frame. So we are, I'm trying to disorganize myself. All right, I'm trying to bring the air fryer a little closer. Awesome. So what I'm gonna do in here is I'm gonna do my little biscuits in my 8-inch skillet. So the other thing, we're wrapping, today's the last day of April. So in May, our host special is, so in addition to being able to get the air fryer at half price, all of our cookware is on sale for hostesses at 60% off. So if you're looking to add cast iron or you need a new 12-inch skillet or a double burner grill pan or something like that, you're cooking for a large family, now's a great time to replace the cookware. So one of the pieces that fits in our air fryer is actually our 8-inch saute pan, and you're probably like, well, how can that fit? Because it has a handle. So our cookware is so awesome. The handles, let's see if I can do it with my right hand, actually come on. So you can just hand like this if it goes in the oven. You can actually use it and pop it right in the dishwasher for cleaning, and then all the handles are interchangeable. So we're actually going to be using this tonight. So I'm going to melt a little bit of butter in here in my pan. I don't know if this person was on. So those of you guys who have, kind of while I'm doing this, have a pressure cooker, what's your favorite thing to cook in it?
Artichokes.
Oh, yes. Whoever that is, they were telling me about the artichoke. I remember reading the post. I'm like, I need to do this. Do you stuff them or just two?
You can stuff, well, I start them with like garlic, lemon, and chicken broth, and then I'll stuff them after. And then, so it makes it a little bit easier.
All right, I'm gonna.
But they only take like 8 minutes. They're awesome.
All right. I think I don't like the work of doing the
I
artichoke,
know.
but I love artichokes. All right, I might have to
They're so good.
Step by step. All right, so this guy's melting. We're actually going to use the garlic press. Somebody posted in the chat and I didn't see what it was.
Pineapple pulled pork.
Oh, pineapple pulled pork. Who wrote that? Oh, must be Kristen.
Kristen.
Yes. She is. Every time she posts a recipe, I drool. So I'm actually going to use, so all we're doing is just taking the flaky biscuits. I'm going to cut them into fourths. And then with my pizza cutter. And then while my butter's melting, it would help if I turn my oven onto low, my burner. And while that's melting, I'm going to tell you guys about the air fryer. Does anyone have an air fryer? We haven't really talked about it yet. I'll post more about it tomorrow. But does anybody have one? It doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be Pampered Chef. So I didn't know I needed an air fryer. This is sort of one of the things that Pampered Chef customers have been asking for a really long time. And every time we come out with something, it wasn't the air fryer. They're like, oh. So finally, March 1st, we launched it. And one of the things about Pampered Chef is they try to do more than just what the basic thing is. So not only is it an air fryer, but it is also a, so it looks like a little oven. So you open the door and it's like a little mini oven. It has 2 trays, a drip tray in the bottom. It also has room for a rotisserie. So if you wanted to do a chicken or roast, or I need to do a pineapple. I think that's going to be for my next set of parties. We're going to rotisserie a little pineapple in there. That'll be fun for the month. And it also has a basket. So if you want to do French fries, that's how I've been doing my French fries. But it has a bake setting, a roast setting, a dehydrate setting, and an air fryer setting. So not only air fry, you can dehydrate vegetables, make beef jerky. I use it a lot to reheat leftovers if I don't want to turn my big oven on. So if you have the little toaster oven pan, I don't know if whoever said they had the really old stoneware is on this, but this is my toaster oven pan. It is really, really, really seasoned. This is this is how you want your stoneware to look like after, I don't know, this is probably 15 years. See, it cracked and I wouldn't even get rid of it because I didn't want to start over. But like this will fit in here as well. So you can use that in here. This needs to go down one. The other nice thing about the air fryer is the door comes off so that you can have it for easy cleaning, which makes it, again, super easy. Okay, awesome. So my butter is melting. I'm gonna add some garlic. So if you don't, Terry Ann, do you have a question? If you don't have the garlic press, add it to your list. So we're gonna switch the garlic. What?
I don't know why my hand is raised. I don't have a question.
That's okay. I like it. So you're gonna pop your cloves in here. What's the special secret about the garlic press? You leave
Press this garlic.
leave the skin on. Don't have to peel it. So skin stays on. So you just squeeze right through, and then I'm just gonna give it a scrape. It's like and you guys can see it's just gonna.
I've had mine for 20 years and I love it.
And it's gonna pop right. When I started 15 years ago, and I got my kit. It was $99 then. It's $99 now. That was what I was most excited about. I got all this stuff, came to my house. Like, give me that garlic press. It says you can leave the skin on. I don't think it works. I was an engineer in my past life, so I like to break things. Or challenge things, I guess is the proper word. My husband would say break things. But I use it all the time. I think I'm definitely on my second one. I have one for shows and one for it. So the garlic is in the bottom. I'm gonna add a little bit of our garlic and herb rub. Around. Out nicely. And hey, while I'm here, I asked a few people to bring their product. You didn't have to literally, but oh, yeah, that looks perfect. Does anybody want to share? You can type, you can talk, a favorite that maybe we didn't really talk about in the party. I feel
The
like
batter bowls. The batter bowls are the best.
oh, the batter bowl's awesome.
I don't know if I like that new design though. I like the old design.
Oh, so the new design is definitely different.
Yeah.
It doesn't though have that dome shape for like if you wanted to do the Barbie doll cake or things like that. The one thing I do love about the new design, however, is the bowls nest. So
That's yeah.
because the handle doesn't go, they nest.
Yeah, instead of it sitting in warped.
Oh yeah, I used to do this. Like you have one bowl
Yeah.
and then the other bowl would go like that. And it was,
Yeah.
but that's what I like the best about it, is the nesting feature for storage, for sure. So, all right, so here's our biscuits. Oh, the can opener. Yeah, that's actually great. Whoever said that, because it just says iPhone. The can opener is an awesome product, and it's awesome right now because I'm sure you guys are doing a lot of pantry cooking. So I'm gonna set my air fryer to air fry. So you can do air fry, bake, roast, rotisserie, reheat, or hydrate, and it also has a custom setting. So we're gonna set it to air fry. Then I'm gonna pop this in, take my handle off. I'm gonna change it to 15 minutes because that's what my recipe told me. And then I'm gonna just let it go. And when you first use it, it sounds like an airplane is kind of taking off because you can hear it in the back. That's normal. It's just, it just kind of sounds like that. So, all right, I'm gonna grate the cheese. Oh, I'll put it right in here. Anybody have the microplane grater? I love you guys still chatting there. I'll have to flip back and see if there's any questions. Oh, now I want to know what Terry Ann is.
My grill pan. I love the grill pan.
Oh, yes, the grill pan.
My
Yes,
favorite.
paninis
Makes an
and the
awesome
press.
panini. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
So if you, so thank you, Terry Ann. Terry Ann actually used to sell Pampered Chef.
I did.
You did?
I actually did it only to get the whole $200 kit because I wanted the pan.
That's okay. That's totally okay. People do that.
It was amazing. Great kit.
It's a great deal. Do a couple parties, try it out. If it doesn't work, it's no big deal. So microplane grater, if you have this and love it, awesome. We're gonna just grate a little bit of cheese
Oh, I do have that.
for the Parmesan, for the risotto. Oh, look at this. My timing is good. I'm down to my 5 minutes. My son likes the rotary grater, which we no longer have. I didn't like the rotary grater, but mostly it was just because of my hand strength, not because of the design. But these are nice because you can do cheese, again, chocolate, ginger, all that kind of stuff. So I think you guys, I'm trying to think of a few things I want to go over. So I think you guys all know about the guest special, which is the free tortilla warmer when your order comes to $80. It actually works great for bread that's a little hard, frozen waffles, frozen French toast, frozen pancakes. Pita bread brings it back to life, tortillas, so you can use it for a lot of things. What I love is that you can just pop it in the washing machine when it gets dirty, and then it's back to new. So I love that. It was one of those things I was like, really? What is this for? And then I used it. I'm like, oh yeah, that is a good idea. Couple products for $20. The popcorn popper is my favorite. I know a bunch of you just got it. A tip on the popcorn popper that I shared on one of the parties, someone was saying theirs was exploding when they put the butter on. So you want to, when you put it in your microwave, I can't access my microwave at the moment, but just to kind of show you. Is you're gonna put your kernels in. Yes, Christine, I do have a zester. So we have the microplane, which is big, and then we also have a smaller, oh, here it is. A smaller zester if somebody just wants something small. But with the popcorn popper, what you wanna do is fill the bottom with kernels. Regardless of whether you put butter in here or not, you're gonna leave this open. Do not close it or you'll go all over your microwave. So leave this open, put this in a little off center, And your butter should melt, your oil will work as designed. I put oil on my kernels and then pop it that way. So that's just a little tip on the popcorn popper. Great if you have college students that hopefully will be going to college in the fall, because hopefully everybody will be back to school in September because of the virus, is what I mean. We're down to 2 minutes on our risotto, so that's awesome. So the other thing I just want to share with you guys, and I'll post this tomorrow, and I really should post this earlier in the party, and I didn't, so I'm going to change that up, is Pampered Chef works with Feeding America. So Feeding America is the largest national food bank, but the way it works is, so you might have noticed Roundup if you've already placed your order. You can opt to round up your order to the nearest dollar or more. That money goes directly to the community that the party is held in. So wherever your host lives, it'll go to that area. $1 donates 10, so $1 equates to 10 meals. So if you round up $1, you're donating 10 meals to Feeding America. So just keep that in mind. We have a couple of special products that are Feeding America specific. One is the scoop and spread, and then the other one is the little square cut and seal for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or popovers, things like that. The other charity product that we have is a Pampered Chef favorite, or some people hate this, and that's okay if you do. It's kind of a love-or-hate thing, is the mix and chop.
Love it.
So you either love it, it's one of those, you either love it or you hate it. But for every mix and chop from now until the end of May, $1 will get donated to Hope Lodge, that it's specifically going to support the healthcare workers that are working to help people with COVID-19. So that's where that charity is going. I'm gonna pause talking for a second. My recipe tells me to flip this over. So halfway through your air fryer, you'll get a beep and it'll say, some of your recipes will call for moving the trays or flipping over or something like that. So you want to listen for that halfway mark, which we just had. Oh, look at that. Okay, so true confessions. Because I've been in business for 15 years, I sometimes will try something I've never tried before live, so this is one of those times. So, because why not? Because, so the recipe tells me to flip this over, so I'm gonna just flip this over with my little grippies. First of all, I wanna show you how beautiful it came out of this non-stick pan. Amazing. And then, show you guys these. You get the air fryer, you need to get these, because this is the thing to get the trays. It's like Mr. Shark, in and out of, and then, I think, yeah, but not 7 minutes, so I'm gonna change that. So then we're just gonna put this back in and let it brown a little bit on the top. My son is so excited. So we're gonna talk to Alexa. Alexa, the timer for 8 minutes. And if your Alexa went off, I'm sorry. So my pressure cooker actually went off as well. So we are going to, this recipe says to release the steam manually. So I'm going to release, you guys can kind of see. I set timers all over the place. Okay. So while that's happening, I'm gonna take a minute. We talked about cookware on special. Oh, what happened? Who is that? Oh, maybe I should. Can you guys see me? Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
now we can.
All right. We talked about the special, we talked about Roundup. So if you have a stock load of Pampered Chef, but you had a lot of fun and you think your friends might want to have some fun, I'm going to start to be switching up my recipes and ideas as we come into May. We're still all looking for ideas in quarantine, but we are coming into outdoor entertaining season. So, fajitas and margaritas, salad and sangria, we can kind of mix up the recipes and themes a little bit for virtual parties. But if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have everything I need, but my friends might enjoy this, consider hosting a fundraiser party to raise money for a charity or Feeding America. Right now, Pampered Chef is doubling the donation for fundraisers. So normally we give 10 to 15%. Right now we're giving 20 to 30% back. So that's amazing. So that is real. And they've been doing that. They did that all of April, and they're going to be doing it again the whole month of May. So let's see how this came out. All right. Here's my little spoon. Oh, well, this smells really good. I need my little. So my other favorite, if you have a pressure cooker, regardless of whether it's Pampered Chef, I recommend getting these. In the catalog, they're gray. Mine are red because we had them before. But they're great for lifting that pot out of the pressure cooker. So you guys can see. Alexa, stop. So you guys can see my risotto, and I'm going to give it a little stir. It looks great. I'm going to check and see if I always get nervous. Check and see if my rice is done. It is. So I'm going to add my spinach. Because I put spinach in everything. And I'm gonna add, this is probably not enough cheese. We're gonna add some cheese, and we're gonna give it a stir, and we're just gonna kind of let that sit. So that's it. So there's a couple recipes for, I'll share both of the recipes tonight. There's a couple recipes for risotto in the, that come with the pressure cooker. There's one for a broccoli cheddar risotto. I can post that. That's really good. It does use cream cheese, but I just leave it out if you don't want it. It just thickens it up a little bit. So that's fantastic. I'm gonna grab my herbs here. My garlic bread, which I cooked a little too long because I was chatting, but we'll eat it. And I'm gonna hit cancel. But the nice thing is you can use this, right? Well, still tastes good. You can use the air fryer right as a oven and stuff like that. I'm actually, so I'm done talking. Do anyone have any questions that they want to share or ask or post?
Show me that risotto.
Oh, with the spinach. Let
Yeah.
the spinach wilt a little bit.
What's your address? I'm coming by.
I was thinking the same thing.
A few of you live right near me.
After my tequila and orange juice here, I'm gonna need something to eat.
Terry Ann lives close by.
Terry Ann's in Ohio. She's no threat.
Oh! All right, so who wanted to see the photo?
Me,
All of us.
all of us.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this.
Yum.
Oh,
Killing
that looks
me.
delicious.
I'll put it in a bowl and then you guys can
I'll bring my own Tupperware.
bring your own. You know what? I'll just put little container. I should do that. Just put little containers on my front steps. And people can come pick it up. Oh my God, I should totally do that. That's awesome. I am like dying now. This is where I get really distracted even at a live party. So it's the wrap up. So if you guys have questions, post them on the party. Message me. Whatever you need. I know some of you, if you ordered already and you want to round up, just message me and say, hey, Lisa, can you round me up? And I'll adjust it. If you need to add something, same thing, I can add it on my side. I think we have a couple days left in all the parties, but I do want to thank you guys for interacting with me and hanging out with me for the week, because it's fun for me and it keeps me a little sane and gives me something to do in between my mom hat and my new teacher hat that I'm wearing and all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope you guys had a really good time. And if you have any questions before we sign off, feel free to shout them out.
I'm good.
Okay, I think you guys are good. So have a
Thank
great
you.
night. You're welcome. And I will see you guys all tomorrow online. And again, don't hesitate to ask any questions and have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all my people who came for me.
Bye.
Bye.
Photo.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Where is it?